Got Shaun Sookoo here. He's down in Birmingham, so nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
First time. Hopefully a partnership going forward. So yeah, tell me about the relocation. We're down in Birmingham, so you used to be in Essex.
Yeah, we were down in Essex. We've been there for the last 3.5 years since we started the company, and kind of got to a point where I had to make a decision. I either want to scale up and grow, or I was just going to sell it. And I decided, you know what, this is a company that's really close to my heart, so I thought I need to grow. So we relocated here to get a much bigger place. So and I've got a 3,500 square foot premises, and now we've got the ability to scale the business to where I want it to go. So
that's good, man. Sounds good. So how did this all start? Whose idea was it? Like, how did you come up with this? Was someone else already doing it? You said, maybe, I can do this, do the same thing as well? Like, how did it happen?
Well, I went to medical school.
Okay.
So I haven't even told you that yet.
Okay, yeah. That's good.
So I wanted to be a doctor, but at the same time I was learning a lot about nutrition.
Yeah.
And I just, whilst that was going on, I was working part-time as a personal trainer, and during that kind of area there, I was taking these meals into work and into university that my mum was making for me.
Okay.
So she used to cook me like food, like meal prep. I used to put them in the freezer and then take them to uni or whatever and heat them up, and you'd heat the food up, the smell would kind of travel through the room, and a lot of people would ask like, oh, what's that?
What's inside it? Yeah.
So I just started shotting it to a few people. To be honest, I was selling it to a few colleagues
in your school or
in school and at work.
Yeah.
And it kind of went from there. So at this point, it weren't even it weren't a business or anything. It was just a little side
hobby.
Yeah. And then it kind of went from there, and I decided, you know what, this has really got some potential. So I thought I named it after my mum. So I called it Winny's Meals.
Okay.
And from there we're now it become a bit of a thing.
Yeah, man. We came across your page a long time ago on Instagram, and obviously before we had this idea, we knew of you guys or whatnot, and it's just good that now we're kind of doing things together, working together in that field. So and obviously a trusty company where we know the food tastes great. That's always important, and you got a lot of variety as well. Yeah. So it's good seeing that finally today. Yeah. So do you have any background in sport or anything like that?
Yeah. Look, I've always been from literally really little. I was in played in martial arts. I played football. Played rugby at high standard as well. Played around the world. So I've done a fair bit of sport. And it kind of obviously it naturally helps because now I'm quite blessed to be in a position where I work with a lot of athletes. So rather than it being someone who's got no idea even what it takes to put their body through certain things and know how nutrition plays a part, I know the science behind nutrition, but as well as that, I also know the actual physical side of it, having been on the other side. So
that's good. Like how you just said, how you went to medical school, so behind the food, what's going inside it, what's beneficial to you, and also you've been an athlete yourself, so it's both two sides of it. It's just a perfect match made in heaven, so you just touched on the athletes. So what kind of athletes or what sports do you fuel, and to mention it to the people?
So we've got quite a big following in boxing. So we work with a lot of the boxers that some people would know of. We've worked with the likes of Hara Davis, Conor Ben, Joe Cordina, Martin Wood, John Ryder, quite a lot of the matchroom guys. We work with boxers up and down the country. So we help them from when they go into camp at X weight, make weight before their fights. We also recently got into sprinting as well. So we've worked with Asher Phillip, who's a Team GB sprinter, and football now as well, which is good. So we're currently working with Megan Wynn, which is another little story because the name and Win, we're Winny,
Winny
just kind of worked well. Our fans call her Winny. It was a bit mad. So we worked with her. She's a Tottenham player on loan to Bristol City, and she works international as well. So we're football is a field now that we want to push more into. So there's a lot of clubs that we'll be talking to in the coming months. To be actually their nutritional partner. And supply the whole clubs with good nutrition, which is massively important to their performance.
That's good, because you know, when you come home from a long day of training, you know, you're tired. You can't be asked to cook yourself. All you have to do is put a Winny's meal, you know, put it in the oven or either the microwave, any of your choice, and then, you know, you have the food right in there and then, and you can also store it for months as well.
Exactly.
So it's just a perfect recipe for, you know, a great meal. So just touching on the food, what kind of food sources or, you know, food groups would you say is beneficial to athletes when they eat? So what are the key food groups that you would say an athlete really needs to get into their diet?
Yeah, so obviously with sport, there's two sides of the game, I suppose, or the activity that you do in the middle. There's the pre and the post, which is really important. Carbohydrates, and from the right sources, so complex carbohydrates that don't just spike your sugar levels and satisfy you for a short while, but will fuel you over a sustained period, especially where a game is not. You're not running 100 meters. You're running throughout a 90-minute potentially match. So you need an energy source that will sustain you for that. So we use only complex carbohydrates. So we use whole wheat pasta, brown rice, sweet potato, whole wheat spaghetti, that kind of thing.
Alkaline.
Exactly, and alkaline as well, which is really important. And then as well as that, protein as well, massively important. So we use just the best quality meat, whether that be beef, chicken, fish, and then as well as that, from the vegan side as well, we use butter beans, kidney beans, chickpeas, those kind of dishes as well, so that people who don't eat meat can also get the protein that they need.
Any food?
Yeah, of course. What do you want?
Anything, bro. You know, I'm vegan, innit?
So vegan. So we've got chickpea curry with rice, butter bean with pasta or rice. It's a butter bean casserole. We've got a Caribbean red bean dish with pasta or rice as well.
So I'm Caribbean, so probably go with the Caribbean.
Go with that one.
Yeah. But it looks good though, how it's presented and everything in the place and whatnot, you know.
Thank you very much. So rice or pasta?
I'll go with pasta.
You different?
Yeah. Cheers, man. Got myself a little box.